The power of self-talk. Good afternoon, Mega Living Magic Moments, episode number 53. My name is Paul Simos from Big Vision Life Coach. The power of self-talk and how powerful it is. And I want to explain that to you today through an example. A few weeks ago, I happened to go to a church service and it was about 9 o'clock in the morning. And in this church, it was very, very hot. And I've got long sleeve clothes on, I've got long pants. It was very warm, and I'm standing there watching the service, and I start to reflect on my thinking, and I go inside and I watch what I'm saying. These are some of the things I'm saying. I'm very hot. It's hot in here. I'm sweating. I can't keep cool. So my internal dialogue was talking about heat, sweat, and I was creating it. Then all of a sudden, a thought popped into my mind, and I went all the way back to a Tony Robbins fire walk seminar. And during that fire walk, Tony told us some very key things that we need to do when we cross the hot coals. Now, one of those things that he mentioned was we have to talk out in our head or out loud these words: cool moss, cool moss, cool moss. It's very similar to grass, like wet grass. It's a very slippery, cool type of fungus, and it's called cool moss. And he said, you say that all the time: cool moss, cool moss, cool moss, cool moss, as you're walking across the fire. Now, the reason you do that is because you want to direct all your focus on where you want the energy to go. If my energy is going on to cool moss, cool moss, cool moss, I will feel cool going across hot coals, and the body will not suffer any burns. Then, back in the church now, I'm thinking to myself, okay, Paul, say cool moss, cool moss, cool moss. I started to repeat in my head my self-talk: cool moss, cool moss, cool moss. Within a few minutes, my temperature started to drop. I started to feel a bit cooler. All of a sudden, I noticed some cool breeze come across my skin, and I looked over and there was a fan in the corner, and it was blowing air across me. I didn't notice that air before because I was so busy focusing on hot, too hot, sweating, can't get cool. Now, my focus is thinking cool moss, cool moss, cool moss, cool moss. And all of a sudden, my body starts to pick up the coolness in the church. It's a very simple example, very simple but very powerful. Number one, our thoughts is what is the first start of creation. Whatever I'm thinking about, I'm going to start to create in my reality. And this was a perfect example of how I created heat, and then I created coolness in the same environment, same things happening. Our thoughts are so powerful. So understand this. We have to be so vigilant. Even for myself as a coach, as a trainer, I teach this, but I still catch myself falling into the trap and not conscious of some of my thinking, some of my internal dialogue, which starts to create conditions in my life that I don't want. My simple Mega Living Magic Moment message today is to monitor your self-talk. Really slow things down and become aware of what you're thinking about, because I can guarantee you whatever you're thinking about, you will create if you think about it long enough and hard enough. It cannot not happen. It's just part of the creation model. That's my message. Mega Living Magic Moment message today is to understand the power of self-talk and how, if you're not thinking the right things, you will create what you don't want in your life. That's my message today. High five. Talk to you next time. Bye for now.